Okay, here we go. We are in the book of Isaiah, chapter 37. The children of Israel have been conquering their enemies, and what happened is they got very prideful. You see, when we get successes in our lives, just about all of us start building up pride, thinking that we did it, that it's because of our effort, it's because of our hard work. So here in verse 24, we have Jesus speaking as God. Normally, when you see the Holy One of Israel speaking, that's usually God's Son, the Holy One of Israel. In verse 24, the children are speaking in pride. Jesus says, "By your messengers, you have defied the Lord. You have said," so this is the Jewish people thinking and saying now, "With my many chariots, I have conquered the highest mountains. Yes, the remotest peaks of Lebanon. I have cut down its tallest cedars and its finest cypress trees." So you have the Jewish people walking in a high level of pride and arrogance here. And God the Father and his Son are monitoring the entire thing. The Jewish people were saying, "We have reached its farthest heights and explored its deepest forests." Verse 25, they continue to brag in arrogance. They said, "I dug wells in many foreign lands." What that means is they're conquering foreign lands, they're defeating their armies, they're taking their gold and treasures, they're digging wells and drinking their water, their enemies' waters. And they go on to say in verse 25, "and refreshed myself with their water." Then they say something amazing. "With the sole of my foot, I stopped up all the rivers of Egypt." What type of pride do we have to be walking in to actually think that we're the ones doing all of that? But now we're going to see the response from the Holy One of Israel. This is verse 26. Listen to what Jesus says, because you will be utilizing these principles for your entire life. Jesus responds, "But have you not heard? I decided this long ago. Long ago I planned it, and now I am making it happen. I planned for you to crush fortified cities into heaps of rubble. That is why their people have so little power and are so frightened and confused. They are as weak as grass, as easily trampled as tender green shoots." Okay, here's the key to the video. We're walking in incredible pride. Who is we? Me, you, the entire worldwide church of Jesus is walking in a level of pride that practically reaches the gates of heaven. Here's the key to the video, verse 26. Jesus says, "Have you not heard?" So, haven't you read any scriptures? I, God's Son, decided this long ago. Now, when God's Son says long ago, he's not talking about a few days ago. He's not even talking about a few years ago. When God's Son, who is the creator of the universe, says long ago, he's speaking that he decided this before day one of creation. So Jesus says, have you not heard? I decided all of this long ago. Long ago, I planned it. This is my plan. This is not your plan. Listen, my children, this is Jesus speaking. I planned this before day one of creation. This has nothing to do with your power, nothing to do with your horses, nothing to do with your chariots, which I commanded you not to have in the first place. You see, the Jewish nation was not allowed to have horses. They were not allowed to have chariots. And Jesus says he planned it before day one of creation, and now I am making it happen. What does that mean? That means he is commanding it to happen at this time. He says to finish verse 26, I planned before day one of creation for all of you to crush these fortified cities and demolish them into heaps of rubble, trash, rocks, and dirt. So what are we learning in our lives? We are walking in a high level of pride, arrogance, and self-righteousness. And you see, when you get a promotion at work, don't take credit for it, because Jesus planned that long ago. And when you get a brand new girlfriend, don't take credit for that. Don't brag to people that you're really good at talking with women, or it was your clothes, or it was your cologne. Don't brag or boast. Because long ago, Jesus planned all of this. He decided it. That means he worked on his plan. He made his decision before day one of creation. And when you get promoted to be the worship leader at church, or you're asked and invited to pastor a brand new church in Miami or in Dallas, or maybe even in New York, don't take credit for it, because Jesus said, have you not heard, child of God? I am the one that decided this long ago. I am the one that planned it long ago. And child of God, right now in your life, I am making it happen. It is not you. I planned for you to get your promotions. I planned for you to meet the person you're going to marry. I planned for you to get your YouTube channel going. I planned it for you your entire life. Every little thing you do, I planned and I decided long ago. You see, children of God, we got to work on humbling ourselves and crushing our pride like we have never done in our entire lives.